Field in Queens, New York. The Show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. Well, Singy, today's starter has really struggled of late. He's been missing his spots, and hitters are taking advantage.
Boog, and when you're in a slump like this, every little thing feels like it's going against you. He'll look to settle in early and hopefully find that spark again.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Tyler McGill. How about a scouting report on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
First pitch, 7-11.
Fought off foul.
And an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Fired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working. Tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. There's a strike.
0-1.
Two outs, bases empty. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first.
Waste no time there. A little bit on front of that off-speed pitch on the inside part of the plate, but he did just enough to drop it in fair down the line.
And now it's Juan Soto, and that's through there for a strike.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Nola, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Struck him out swinging. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Here's Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of this stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1-1.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. Out number 3. Mets leave 1 scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Leading off, Kyle Schwarber. McGill back to work. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Ground ball right side, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Castellanos, multi-time All-Star, batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2010.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Ground ball right side, could be 2. On to second, they get 1 to first. Nice pick, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back back here at Citi
Leading
Field.
off
We head to
for
the
the
bottom of the
Mets,
second,
catcher,
and now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Makes the grab, one down.
Batting 6, left fielder,
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one fouled off. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And it stays fair.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there,
Batting
but he
7,
didn't give in.
center
That was a thing of
fielder,
beauty. He may have been a little
Jose
behind the
Siri.
pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
And now it's Jose Siri.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Tap foul at the plate. In the air, left field, down the line. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That one fouled hard the other way. The 0-2 goes down looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat
Batting
inside,
ninth,
and as you
Chris
see that
Baker,
pitch
Cody
continue to
Clemens.
run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Top of the 3rd, no score. And now 2-1. And it's fouled away. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here in Queens as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Rojas. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco
Now up to hit
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor. Reached on an infield single his first time. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland And a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Tosses to first. Lindor retire.
Good late life on that
Now
inside
batting,
fastball.
the
Ran
right
in on the
fielder,
hands and got that
Juan
weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
Juan Soto now struck out swinging his first time. There's a swing and a miss. Soto with some impressive production lately. And a strike in there.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. In plenty of time to first. They get the out on Soto. And that is the inning. And we're back onto the fourth. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one is in for a strike. Not even close there. 2-1. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering misses down and away. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this
left
one.
fielder,
Don't want to wake a
Johan
team up with the free
Rojas.
pass.
Rojas, the next to hit, takes outside.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to
Runner on the move. In the air, right field. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Stop, headed for the plate. And he'll make it into third with a triple.
picks himself up an RBI. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Trey Turner now. There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
McGill ready to fire now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. He goes down looking. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for
Here's
the
some
Mets,
real power at the
first
plate.
baseman,
Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And a base hit into left field. That'll play. Man aboard on the leadoff single. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
Now a chance for Mark Vientos. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next one misses.
Down.
And that is ball 1. And that's outside. Next offering is downstairs. Alonso gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning
Now
plenty
batting,
of times. 2
the
runners
catcher,
on, nobody out,
Francisco
and they're in the heart of their order.
Alvarez.
It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Alvarez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Ground ball left side. Gets to it with a slide. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out.
Mets,
Great play.
left fielder
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line to left. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's
Now
about
batting,
the process.
the
He did
center
everything
fielder,
right there. Nothing to show
Siri.
for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And that is out of play. Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 ball.
In the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1 and 2 the count. Runners on first and third. 2 away. Off the
Outside,
mark
that's a
there.
ball.
And the count's even at 2. Stays alive. Two. This one in the air right field. Castellanos gets under it. And that is that. So it's no runs on a hit. No error. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
the
for
pitcher's
Philadelphia,
duel so far.
center
Here's how the
fielder,
starters have
Brandon
performed
Marsh.
up to this point. McGill back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
Love it here at Citi
0-1.
Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the third
Now
home of the
batting,
Mets
catcher,
since they started out at the
JT
Polo Grounds
Realmuto.
for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Here's JT Realmuto. Caught looking his first time up. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count. Aye.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 1 out, bases empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Clemens takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. And that one misses up and in. And the count is 2-0. In the air out towards right center. Soto going after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one missed. Real Muto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball. The 3-1. Swing and a drive deep right field. Going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Left field, Rojas. 1 away. Next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. Fly to left his first time.
Winker.
That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Winker, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. High fly ball down the left field line. Rojas hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
So the batting order turns over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 2. And there's a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Fastball for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in Queens, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Johan Rojas.
0-1. Aye.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one hit to right. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Now batting,
here's Trey Turner. He had a big swing back in the 4th, a 2-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Runner takes off for third. Uh-oh, throw goes to second.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
And that one clips the corner. One away with a runner at third. And we're the top half of the sixth. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance. And it is foul. The flip to the pitcher covering. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. This to third, Vientos zips it to first. That's the third out. So it's one run, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the. Back here at Citi Field. Well, we go bottom six. And right stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Soto with another scorching run of play lately. Ground ball to the right side, and he can't come up with it, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mark Vientos, the next to hit. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Outside low. Now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Alvarez.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Marsh makes the play, and that is that. Mets leave one. They're down 4-0. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Castellanos headed for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now we'll step off and check on third. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler McGill out of the game, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher.
Pitching for
Here comes
the New
A.J.
York Mets.
Minter to the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
A.J.
Classic
Minter.
bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Castellanos scores. And it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, these Phillies doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
It's been tough fooling these guys, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And he takes a strike. Man at first, one away. Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. In the air out to center. Siri really on his horse for it. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes the 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitches high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and the lead is now 5-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, here is Brandon Nimmo. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, with his speed, he can really make some things happen leading off.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Castellanos makes the grab, and there's 1 down. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Mets going with a pinch hitter. Starling Marte. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Laser could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a pinch hit double.
He was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
One out, runner at second. Jeff McNeil stands in.
We got time.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out and a runner at second here at the bottom of the seventh. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Aye.
Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Marsh hauls it in, 2 away. So man aboard. So up next for New York, Jesse Winker. So now a pinch hitter, Luis Torrens. Looking for a 2-out hit with a runner at scoring position. Up the middle. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. So remaining in the game defensively, Tyrone Taylor will be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Minter back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Minter, a 6-foot lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a changeup.
Angel Acuna.
Caught him looking for the K.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
Line drive. Gets down, base hit. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. First round pick out of runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Turner over at second, 1 down. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Kyle Schwarber goes deep, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
1 out, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm, 1 for 3. Ripped on a line to center. And there's 2 down. Nick Castellanos digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one not close. And the count even 1-1. And that's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll get down for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Here comes
catcher,
Real Muto.
JT Real Muto.
There's the strike. And ball 1. Just off the inside edge. On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso. And Real Muto is out. They limit the damage here. But 2 come across to score in the end.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
68.
8th. Jordan Romano. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. This one in the air. And there's 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Orion Kirkering preparing to come on if needed. Banks getting loose as well. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball to Bohm. Bohm goes on to first, and that takes care of Alonso. So digging in, Mark Vientos. Swing and a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No
They
ball,
can
2
live up
strikes.
in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Got him swinging. This one pretty well decided. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Now pitching
We're
for
back.
the Mets.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
47.
Frankie Montas.
Frankie
I think it's got to be a little
Montas.
tough coming in out of the
Ball
pen
1.
when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because
Ball
these
2.
batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
That's a strike, and a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. That's not coming back. Third home run of the season. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Stock stands in now and watches strike 1. He swings and fouls one off.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
One ball,
And that one moves
2
his
strikes.
feet. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the ninth. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Taylor under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Trey Turner with a chance now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
2 outs. That's to third, and it goes just foul. And the 0-2. Ball one there. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Acuna makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Late on that fastball. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys, because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Rojas makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Fly to right, his first time. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Real Muto gathers, throws to first, gets the out, 2 down
now
after the strikeout.
Center fielder Starling
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Starling Marte, doubled in his first AB. Inside, ball one. Out towards right center field, and it falls. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, we saw complete domination in this.